you said your style isn't the flashiest in the sense of like moves. So how much did you have to work on grabbing the fans' attention in order to get them invested into your match?
And, and another good question. It's so funny because, and I've talked about this in a myriad of ways. You're interesting people on you more than you are anything else. Like the moves are great, right? Mm-hmm. You've seen the moves before. You've seen springboards. You've seen 450s. You've YouTubed it. You've seen the GIFs. You've seen the clips. Great, right? But what makes person A who does it different from person B? And why am I more interested in this person who does it, or this person's version of the frog splash? Why am I more invested in their version than I am this person's version? And that's what it comes down to. So for me, it's putting that Darius Carter season on everything that I do. Have people done a running kick to the face before, a Yakuza kick? Absolutely. But do they do it in the precision and the form that I do, where I do it and then use my foot to throw you a particular way? Mm-hmm. There are people that'll come to me and say, that way you do that? I haven't seen that before, or that's different. They remember that more than they might remember the impact of the kick. So there's different reasons why people look at things. And if you cover every basis as to why you're doing it, you'll catch that person. Mm-hmm. I'll catch the people that like the impact of the boot, and then I'll catch the people that like the nuance of me using my foot to throw your head out of the corner. And then there's people that like both, and they're like, this is, I come, literally, if I'm watching a Darius Carter match, I come to see that. I want to see that. There's certain things that you want to see in a Carter match, which is why I say, again, you have your certain moves where you will likely use them, right? But I'm not designing my matches saying, this is where this has to go. This is where this has to be. Because that's not how that works. There's matches where I don't use the boot. There's matches where I don't do the drop kick. There's matches where I don't do certain things, and that's because the time and place didn't call for it. That's what's the most important thing, is acting in the moment of what the match needs, and that's how you get the crowd to pay attention. So instead of me having to do something particularly for their reaction, I'm doing something that I know is going to elicit a reaction because it's legitimate. If I step on someone's hand, someone's fingers in a particular way, and I'm looking at someone in the crowd while I do it, making direct eye contact with a kid or with a grandparent or with something is bound to, and if you care about that person, something is bound to come to the surface. And then it's my job to play with what comes to the surface. What I'm directing that from you. Yeah. That's how I like to do it. It's like I pull. I'm not flash, hey, like what I'm doing. Hey, applause. Mm-hmm. I'll do something to elicit something from you.
You're reaction based.
There it is. He's listening. That's how it works. To me, that's the most genuine way. And that's emotion, and it's real, and it demands you to be in the moment. And that's what I like in my wrestling. And the wrestling that I've come up with is the wrestling that makes you feel like, the Ric Flair and the cage matches. Yeah. Just the sounds of the slaps, and you could just hear everything, you could feel everything. You didn't want to be anywhere else but that match. Right. And that's what I've always wanted to exemplify. And I just can't, I want to see someone beat Darius. I want to see someone get to him. Well, here's how to make that as succulent as possible.
Yeah,